There were some frightening scenes in a Toronto neighborhood last night. 4 men are facing more than 100 charges after a shooting spree that led to a chase in a residential neighborhood. 5 people were injured, and as Jennifer Tryon reports, it all ended as police with guns drawn swarmed a suspect on the front lawn of a home.
This scene has become all too familiar. Cops scouring Driftwood, a street in Toronto's notorious Jane and Finch neighborhood, looking for gunmen.
When we arrived, we found 5 victims that had been shot.
It was supper time on a warm night and kids were playing everywhere when the shots were fired. 5 victims standing in a group outside this townhouse when another group, armed, approached.
When we arrived, there were a lot of kids here, and we know a lot of the children in the area, so we're aware of what's going on and the potential that there could have been a lot more victims and a lot more damage in this neighborhood for sure.
25 minutes later, police closed in on a vehicle with one of the suspects inside. Shots were fired, and the suspect was wounded. The Special Investigations Unit has now been called in. Not since the shooting on Danzig, in an East Toronto neighborhood, has Toronto seen such a spree. That was nearly 3 years ago when 2 people were killed and 20 others injured. Then community activists begged for more resources in urban neighborhoods.
Change the system. That's all you need to do.
We know that the vast majority of you just want a safe community for you and for your children. And I know, because I've been in these communities in the aftermath of events like this before, that these incidents are traumatizing.
4 people have been arrested and more than 100 charges have been laid.
We shouldn't tolerate this kind of violence. It shouldn't be acceptable, especially with the youth.
So tonight, neighbors are marching, taking back the streets that just 24 hours ago were filled with violence. Jennifer Tryon, Global News, Toronto.